Imagine stepping into a courtroom. Instead of lawyers and witnesses, you see paintings. Sculptures stand like silent defendants. This is not a scene from a movie, but the very real intersection of art and the law. Throughout history, art depicting the nude form has sparked debate, outrage, and even legal battles. What is it about the naked body that ignites such passion, such controversy? Join me as we explore the courtroom of artistic freedom, where masterpieces have faced judgment and the human form itself has been put on trial. Censorship, the attempt to suppress or restrict access to art or ideas deemed offensive, has existed for centuries. From ancient societies to the modern world, authorities and individuals have sought to control what others see and experience. Art, with its power to provoke and challenge, has often found itself in the crosshairs of censorship. Nudity, in particular, has been a recurring target. Consider the fig leaves strategically placed on classical statues, or the censored versions of Renaissance masterpieces. The urge to cover up the human form, to sanitize it according to prevailing moral codes, has a long and complicated history. In 1865, Paris was abuzz, not with excitement but with scandal. Edouard Manet, a rising star in the art world, had unveiled his latest work, Olympia. This painting, depicting a reclining nude woman, was unlike anything the public had seen before. Gone were the idealized forms and mythological contexts of traditional nudes. Manet's Olympia was confrontational, her gaze direct and unflinching. The public was shocked. Critics denounced the painting as vulgar and obscene. The Salon, the official art exhibition of the French Academy, accepted the painting but hung it in a poorly lit location, away from other works. Even in this obscure corner, Olympia drew crowds and sparked heated debates. Had Manet gone too far? Was this art or simply indecency? Fast forward to 1989, America found itself embroiled in a similar controversy. Photographer Robert Mapplethorpe, known for his striking black and white images, became the center of a national debate over art and obscenity. His exhibition, The Perfect Moment, featured a range of subjects including portraits, flowers, and explicit images of sadomasochism. The inclusion of these sexually charged photographs ignited a firestorm. Conservative groups and politicians denounced the work as pornographic and offensive. Public funding for the arts came under attack. Museums that dared to exhibit Mapplethorpe's work faced protests and even threats of legal action. The controversy surrounding The Perfect Moment highlighted the deep divisions in American society regarding artistic freedom, censorship, and the limits of public decency. Section 5. Beyond the scandal, understanding artistic intent. When judging a work of art, especially one that sparks controversy, it's crucial to consider the artist's intent. This intent can often provide a window into the deeper meanings and messages that the artist is trying to convey. Was the goal to shock, to provoke, or to explore deeper themes of beauty, vulnerability, or the human condition? Understanding these motivations can transform our perception of the artwork. In the case of Manet's Olympia, the artist sought to challenge traditional notions of beauty and representation. His work was a bold statement against the established norms of his time. He deliberately subverted the conventions of the classical nude, presenting a real woman, flaws and all, in a confrontational manner. This was not just a painting, it was a commentary on society's standards. Mapplethorpe, on the other hand, explored themes of sexuality and desire with unflinching honesty. His work pushed boundaries and forced viewers to confront their own preconceptions. His photographs, while often explicit, were carefully composed and technically masterful. They were not just images, they were a dialogue on the complexities of human desire. By understanding the artist's motivations, we can begin to engage with their work on a deeper level, moving beyond knee-jerk reactions of shock or disgust. This deeper engagement allows us to appreciate the nuances and the courage it takes to create such provocative art. Section 6. The public eye, reactions and repercussions. Art exists within a social context. It is seen, interpreted, and judged by the public. The reactions to nude art in particular can range from admiration to outrage. In some cases, public outcry has led to censorship, lawsuits, and even violence against artists. The controversy surrounding Manet's Olympia eventually subsided, but not before the painting became a symbol of artistic rebellion against the constraints of the establishment. Mapplethorpe's work, while still controversial, is now recognized for its artistic merit and its contribution to the dialogue on sexuality and representation in art. The public's response to art is not static. It evolves over time, influenced by social norms, cultural shifts, and ongoing conversations about art's role in society. Section 7. Judging art. The dilemma of censorship. The question of whether or not to censor art is a complex one, deeply rooted in the values and beliefs of a society. On the one hand, there's the argument for artistic freedom, for the right of artists to express themselves without fear of reprisal. This freedom is seen as essential for the flourishing of creativity and innovation. On the other hand, there's the concern that some art may be harmful, offensive, or exploitative. This concern often stems from the desire to protect vulnerable groups and maintain public decency. Where do we draw the line? This is a question that has puzzled lawmakers, artists, and the public alike for generations. Who decides what is considered art and what is not? Is it the role of the government, the community, or the individual? These are questions with no easy answers. The debate is further complicated by the ever-changing nature of art and societal norms. Censorship, while perhaps well-intentioned, can have a chilling effect on artistic expression, stifling creativity and limiting the free exchange of ideas. Artists may feel pressured to conform to accepted standards, thereby losing their unique voice. However, complete artistic freedom without any boundaries can lead to the normalization of harmful or exploitative content. This can have serious repercussions for society, particularly for those who are most vulnerable. Finding the right balance, a nuanced approach that protects both artistic freedom and the well-being of society, remains an ongoing challenge. It requires continuous dialogue, understanding, and a willingness to adapt to new circumstances. Section 8. The verdict is yours, a question of morality and expression. As we've seen, the cases involving nude art are not simply about legal technicalities. They are about our values, our beliefs, and our understanding of what constitutes art. They force us to confront our own biases and to engage in thoughtful dialogue about difficult issues. So I ask you, the jury, to consider the evidence presented, weigh the arguments for and against censorship, reflect on the power of art to provoke, to challenge, and to expand our understanding of the human experience. The verdict, in these cases, and in the ongoing debate about art and censorship, is ultimately yours to decide. Section 9. The Canvas of Freedom, a Legacy of Debate. The debate over nude art, like art itself, is never truly finished. It is a subject that has sparked countless discussions, arguments, and even legal battles throughout history. It is an ongoing conversation, a reflection of our evolving values and our understanding of the world around us. Each generation brings its own perspective, adding layers to this complex dialogue. From the scandal of Manet's Olympia to the controversy surrounding Mapplethorpe's photographs, these moments in history highlight the tension between artistic freedom and societal norms. These cases serve as important reminders of the power of art to challenge norms, spark dialogue, and push the boundaries of what is considered acceptable. They force us to confront our own biases and question what we deem appropriate. As we move forward, it is essential that we approach these debates with open minds, critical thinking, and a deep respect for the power and importance of artistic expression. We must remember that art, in all its forms, is a reflection of our humanity. The canvas of freedom, like the human form itself, deserves to be explored, celebrated, and yes, even debated in all its complexity and beauty. It It is through this exploration that we grow, learn, and ultimately understand each other better.